Hey yo, welcome back to the Daily Dean. I am happy to have you here. We're gonna be talking about something that I want you to guess real quickly. What's on your mind? It's not astronomy or psychology. You're probably not gonna guess it. It's about some fella named Alan Watts. He's a freaking great fella. He's awesome, really intelligent, able to translate these philosophical ideas to the Western world from from Eastern Asia and Asia in general, right? Eastern philosophy. And one of the things I want to talk about is from this clip of a lecture I was listening to. It's called Awakening the Mind, and that's a really silly title. I don't really think that it's apt for the actual topic, which is what I'm going to share in a kind of abridged version, which I want you to check out below. But generally, what it starts off with is close your eyes, and I want you to imagine this is kind of like a meditative like thing. Close your eyes and imagine, no, and listen to all the voices, to all the sounds around you. Leaves falling, people laughing, maybe a sneeze, a car going by, those types of things. As you listen to them, you'll notice that you can't help but name those sounds, identifying them or going through what they are, but try not to. Just listen to those sounds and see hey, that is a car, whoop, and it exits your ear just as quickly as you heard it. That idea of passively listening to something rather than actively picking out the details and, meanings of the sounds is a part of meditation and a part of this philosophical idea, okay? You'll notice that eventually you'll be able to hear sounds without interpreting them, right? For example, this is an example you can actually perform right now. Speak anything you want, whatever's on your mind. Shirt, right there. H&M, flash, things that are coming to mind. I'm not really thinking of the words I'm going to say, but they're coming out anyways. You can try that right now. Say anything you want, anything that comes to mind, and just keep talking, because you'll notice that you won't actually need to think about what you're going to say consciously before you actually say it. And that was just an example. Pause if you want to try that, as in saying without thinking. Because that kind of goes to show something interesting about the body. You can perform things both consciously and unconsciously. Just like breathing. That's an example Alan Watts gives as opposed to the talking example I just gave. Your breathing goes on regardless of whether or not you're aware of it, right? I can consciously take in a breath and then let it go consciously, and my breathing goes on even if I'm not consciously doing it. So something interesting kind of comes to light. The conscious things and the unconscious things of your body are both the same to some degree, right? Everything that happens inside your body and outside your body are the same to some degree. Do you see the relation, kind of? The things outside your body are, no. The things you don't control, like your breath and your thoughts, can easily pass you by if you're simply letting them be. You can let your breathing or your talking or your thoughts come in and out, breathe in and out, speak in and out. And you won't have to think about them. You won't have to hear these thoughts or these words or this breath, because it's all happening automatically. So, this is kind of a neat point. And once again, I really highly emphasize or recommend checking out the lecture, which I'll link down below. It's only 10-15 minutes, and it's worth the listen. All the negative thoughts that you don't appreciate, but negative is a bad word, so here's a different one. All the maladaptive thoughts that cause you distress, that make you feel bad, you can let them pass. The things like your breathing, you can let pass without worrying about them. You can let pass unconsciously through your mind. You can talk without consciously being aware of it. You can think without consciously noting them. Things that you don't want to note, you don't have to. It just takes a little bit of practice getting used to this, ability or this capability of letting your thoughts pass through just as naturally as you're breathing and as you're speaking. I'd love for you to check it out. I'll put it down below. Alan Watts explains this and many more concepts far better than I ever could, but I hope I've piqued your interest with that idea. Your breathing happens whether or not you're aware of it. Talking can happen whether or not you're aware of it. And thinking can happen whether or not you're aware of it. Thank you.